the second question is, if an adult found themselves, they've already failed at having an awareness that they've got ADHD, and as an adult they discover, I've got ADHD.
Right.
How would they succeed at transitioning from, the storms of life just bashing them back and forth to, oh wait, this orientation is a part of the puzzle, the missing part of the puzzle,
right?
That creates a normality, or some kind of like something I can anchor to,
yes,
as like, okay, I'm not wrong or bad or problematic, but I'm actually neurodivergent. How could they succeed in thriving with this orientation?
Particularly adults with ADHD who are diagnosed as adults. So many of them feel like they're coming home to themselves for the first time. They begin to get an awareness and an understanding, and these blocks start to tumble of uncertainty and unknown, and suddenly things start lining up in a way. And many adults with ADHD, when they're diagnosed as adults, discover this huge grief process. Had they known 20 years earlier, and so they've got this, because they start to see why their third grade teacher said X, Y, or Z, why this happened in sixth grade. Why was I so hyper or impulsive at 18? Why did I almost die and had 3 or 4 legal related problems that I never understood? It's
kind of like M. Night Shyamalan's movie Sixth Sense, when you find out what's his name, the main character was dead the whole time, and then you go retrospectively and you go, oh wait, that all makes sense. That all makes sense. That all makes sense. That all makes sense as a character that was a ghost.
Right. So many adults with ADHD, when they discover it in their adulthood, they discover it through enormous failure. They discover it through, suddenly the blocks start to tumble and they don't make sense anymore, and I can't keep up, and I don't have enough adrenaline to stay up all night, and life is too hard for me, and it doesn't seem to be as hard for other people. And when you start putting those pieces together, how do you thrive? You first learn that it's a reality. Oh, this is my hair color, height, and weight.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know how to measure my brain and how it works.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to understand how to supplement my executive functioning with third-party activities called talking to myself. Called thinking things out loud. Called writing things down.
External processing. It sounds like learning and acceptance. Accepting where you are. Maybe having a mourning process, a grieving process.
Absolutely.
And then learning about what brand of or type of ADHD or neurodivergent are you?
Exactly. Because there's 18 symptoms on the diagnostic criteria, right? And those 18 symptoms have thousands, tens of thousands of ways on how they can present for an individual. And when you put someone's life history into an experience, and then you look at IQ and you look at how they were raised and what their interests are, it's like, and so this is why I think it's also in so many ways, okay, maybe we're going too far off the question, but the reality is that so many adults with attention problems believe they have ADHD. They don't necessarily have ADHD. I believe technology, information, and stress are causing some very similar problems. Dr. Ned Hallowell, who's one of the grandfathers in the field for ADHD, would say that there was a pseudo ADHD in our. He said that over 20 years
from
ago.
Technology.
Yeah,
and from the way that content
things
we're
are coming too fast.
Yeah,
and the way that it's been ordered, and the way that it grabs your attention for now half a second or something like that before it changes.
So then it'd be, in order to succeed, you're kind of being properly diagnosed.
Yes.
Understanding your version.